What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today continues the Gauntlet series for the Beyerdynamic Free BYRDs. Their next opponent in this series will be the Technics EAH-AZ60s. This ought to be very interesting head-to-head. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, we're back in. We've got the Free BYRDs by Beyerdynamics against the EAH-AZ60s by Technique. For the remainder of the video, they will be referred to as the AZ60s and Free BYRDs respectively. So with that all out the way, let's go ahead and talk price. At the start, the AZ60s came out. They were $229.99. And now you can see them as low as $197.99. You can get these on Amazon as well as the Techniques website. Whereas the Beyerdynamics were fairly new to the market, the Free BYRDs are rather. They go at $249.99 or $249 even, and you can get these on Amazon. I misspoke in my previous video saying you can go out to Beyerdynamics website and get them. But that does not seem to be the case. You can only buy these via Amazon. All right, so let's moving on. As you can tell, we'll go ahead and break down some specs on them. As of right, they both support Bluetooth 5.2. As far as codecs go, they both support SBC and AAC. However, the Techniques support LDAC, whereas the Free BYRDs support aptX adaptive. Okay, so they both giving you high quality audio. All right, as far as noise canceling, the AZ60s have a dual hybrid noise canceling system, whereas the Free BYRDs do have ANC, but they also supply a transparency mode. I'm gonna say both of these actually do have a transparency mode, but the Beyerdynamic basically puts that out there that they do have it. Both of them do have that feature in there. So we're going to move right along. All right. Now, as we're talking about battery life, now this one is we're going to go with the Free BYRDs first, because you can get up to 11 hours on the earbuds, which is phenomenal. Probably some of the best out there. And if you add the case, you'll get up to an additional 30 hours. So you'll probably get like 2 more charges out of the case at 11 hours per charge. That's very good. As far as excuse me, wireless charging, the Free BYRDs case does support wireless charging, and quick charge 10 minutes will get you 70 minutes of playback time. Now, if we switch over to the AZ60s, we got a different situation here with AAC using that codec, and with noise canceling on, you can get up to 7 hours on the earbuds. With noise canceling off, you can get up to 7.5 hours. And you add the case with that, you'll get up to 24 hours. Still good. Still will get you through a day, work day, or whatever you may be doing. That's still nothing to sneeze at, especially when you're talking about noise canceling turned on. You can get upwards to approximately those hours. And of course, with the ANC turned off, with the case, you get up to approximately 25 hours. Now, if you are using the LDAC codec with your phone or device, you'll get approximately 4.5 hours with noise canceling on, 5 hours with noise canceling off, and then of course, if you're using with the case, you get 16 hours with the noise canceling on, and approximately 17 hours with the noise canceling turned off, and that's in LDAC. Now, they both also have quick charging. So in the AAC codec, they give you everything. 15 minutes of quick charge will get you approximately 70 hours, so you're right online with the Free BYRDs. And then that's with noise canceling on. With noise canceling off, you get 80 hours, so then you're exceeding the Free BYRDs. All right, now if you're still using the LDAC feature, 15 minutes to get you 45 minutes of playback time with noise canceling on, 50 minutes with noise canceling off. Okay, the case does not support wireless charging, so you can only charge via the USB C port here in the back. As far as special features, I'm not sure about fast pairing on either one, so I'm gonna say no to both. However, the AZ60s do support multi-point pairing and connecting, whereas the Freebirds do not, but they do have a handoff feature or a switching feature that's very close to multi-point, but not exactly there. So we'll dive into that. Actually, let me tell you a little bit about that right now. Basically, what it is as long as the earbuds are paired to a device, you can switch to it seamlessly. But you do have to do the extra step of going into your Bluetooth settings and just connecting to the earbuds, and it will automatically switch from the current device to the new device. So not as seamless as multi-point pairing, but I guess hopefully it's just a stopgap until they do an update, which will give us multi-point pairing, but that remains to be seen. All right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and take each one of these out, and we're going to compare the aesthetics of them, the look of them. As you can see, both of them are a decent size earbud. Obviously, the Freebirds is one of my bigger earbuds, although the AZ60s are not that far behind. As you can see, they both have the ergonomic curve in the back for the ear well. However, with the Beyerdynamic, you got the extra layer on top here, which is fine, but it adds to the overall thickness of the earbud as you can compare it to the AZ60s here. But despite the fact that they have this extra layer on top, these things are very light, very comfortable. I've worked with these all day in the ears. I don't have any ear fatigue or irritation or anything like that with these, and these are definitely very good earbuds as far as comfort goes. And as you can see, you pay attention to the detail here. You got your Beyerdynamic name here. You got your Freebird name underneath here. And then, of course, I love the way this is where your touch sensor is right here where the Y is. I love how they have it raised just slightly. Let me get it there so you can see the raise. You get the raise in it just slightly there so you know where to hit and you're not mistaking your touches. As we take a look at the AZ60K earbud, very elegant looking with the silver. Of course, you got this very ergonomically designed because you've got your round ergonomic, your contour here goes all the way around, nicely done. It's just a very ergonomic design on this earbud. They spared no expense on that. Of course, you got the Technics logo or name on the touchpad, which is a nice size. That way you cannot mistake your touches there as well. Okay, we got a little chime go off, but that's okay. Of course, you got your speaker here. And unfortunately, which surprises me with the AZ60s, is they do not have an in-ear sensor in them. It's one of the downfalls next to no wireless charging, that at the price point when it first launched, you would expect that. I mean, even at the price point now, you would expect that because other earbuds at that price point then and then now also have it. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a picture here, and we're going to go ahead and get that, show you exactly what they look like in ear. All right, we're going to put these in. And we're going to pop pictures. And let's see. All right. There we go. We got a picture of the AZ60. As you can see, let me zoom in closer. You can see how it takes up the whole ear well, and you can see how it feels in completely. Very ergonomic, very light, very comfortable, and just a great overall feel to them in the ear. Let me go ahead and switch over to. Oops, close it up. Let me go back, and we're gonna go over to the Freebirds here. All right, let me see. All right, there we go. As you can see in the ear, these again another ergonomic fit. You can see how it protrudes out a little bit, but they still fit in very comfortable in the ear. I feel no ear fatigue, no pressure from the seal with the earbuds, with the ear tips rather. Just a great overall feel on the earbuds. Very comfortable. All right. So what we're going to do next is, well, next up rather, or we're going to go ahead and get these paired up. We're going to check out their, excuse me, we're going to check out their app, see what they have in there, and then we'll compare. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. As you can see, we've got the Freebirds paired up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and jump into their app. Okay, whoops, let me go back in. And here we go. All right, we're already connected. So as you can see, you've got the actual earbuds at the top. You've got their battery let strength right above them. You also have the option to disconnect the earbuds right below. Moving down, you have your ANC modes. You have turned off, turned on, or transparency mode. Right now we have it turned on. Mainly because I like it on, unless I need to be in transparency mode. Okay, so then moving on, you got your low latency mode where you have off for like music and everything, and then everything else. And then if you're gaming, you want to turn that on. That reduces the latency as far as sounds and everything like that goes when you're playing a game on your phone or tablet. Okay, moving down, you got your sound profile. So if you hit settings there, you go in, and here at the bottom, you can start to run a do a test, a sound test, and then based on the results of your sound test, they create a sound profile for you, and then you can use that to listen to any of your music. Okay. Now, and then of course, if you move down here, you got your configurations, you got your personal assistant. I have it set for default. You go in there. You can Alexa is built into the earbuds, so if you're using Alexa, you can use that, or you can disable it altogether. Default basically goes to whatever your default assistant is: Siri, Google Assistant, Bixby, any of them. You just go ahead with the default, and it will work with that one. All right. So then, of course, you move down. You got your voice prompts. I have mine set to English. Right now, they only have English and German, but hopefully with an update, they'll add more languages in there. All right. Of course, your equalizer. Now, they don't have a graphic equalizer where you can fine tune it like you want, but they do offer different types of presets. You got your original, which is where we at now, where there is no EQ adjustment at all. That's what we're going to use for the sound test. And of course, you got bass boost, warm. You got smooth, treble. You got the V shape, which is basically what I like. Then you got speech, and then you got brilliance. Okay. I don't understand what brilliance is, but I think that's more like a dynamic, if you will, I believe. But that's it for them. All right. Then, of course, you got factory reset, where you can just go ahead and status quo, restart the reset process for the earbuds. And then, of course, you have your information section down here. Gives you everything from software version all the way down to the Android version on your phone. Very detailed there. Okay, and of course you got your statistics, which basically tells you uptime, how much time you've used the earbuds, so on and so forth. All right, now of course, if you see at the bottom here, you have the Y. That's the dynamic logo. If you tap on that, it will take you out where you can go shop on their website, access their Facebook page, contact them. You got frequently asked questions from a knowledge base. You got your privacy policy and imprint. And then of course, if you go to the far right, this is where it will give you a breakdown of the touch controls. All right, these cannot be changed or adjusted to do anything you want. These are basically what they are right out of the box. So if you need to just need to go and reference what you need to do, it's easy and quickly to access and know exactly what you need to do. So basically that is it for this app. It's very I guess I lost connection to my left one, but all right. It's a very clean app. I like it. Very, very simple and everything. All right, I disconnected them. I just disconnected, so it wants to can't find them. So, but we were done anyway. But I do like the app. It's very clean, very simplistic. It doesn't have the all the other things like all the extra stuff. Whoop, almost like I triggered something. Let me go ahead and shut that down. All right. Sorry about that. But I do like the app. It's not as detailed as the AZ60 app, but it does give you everything you need to function with the with the earbuds. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and jump into not sound test, not yet. We'll go over and we're gonna switch these out, and then you're gonna go ahead. We're gonna take a look at the Technique app and see what it has in stored. Okay, so stay strapped in. All right, we are back in. As you can see, we've got the AZ60s already paired up. So let's go ahead and dive into their app. Let me fix my watch here. All right, let's go ahead and dive into their app. Whoops. All right, let's go in. Audio Tech Connect for Techniques. All right, we're in, and as you can see, we got. Let me get a little closer because I got it in white here. All right, you got the name of the Techniques. You got the name of the earbuds up top. You got a picture of the earbuds and their battery strengths. All right, now I'm basically we'll go through this one time because you've got all the options here. You have them down here at the bottom, but we'll go through them. All right, first up, you got noise canceling. In here, you have ambient sound, which is their version of transparency mode, along with noise canceling. And then, of course, you have off. And, of course, I like this dial where you can dial down the ANC strength, or you can turn up your ANC strength to however you want it. Say, but if you go over to ambient sound, down here at the bottom here, you've got options. I have it set to attention, but if you click on it, you can turn it to transparency mode, or you can put it on attention. Transparency mode will allow all your audio through, like all sounds around you. You can hear everything. Attention mode will focus strictly on the voice of whoever is talking to you. All right. And then of course, let me go back in there, because if you go to transparency mode and back out, you can then turn down the strength of transparency mode and turn it back up to maximum however you want it. We're going to leave it on trend. Actually, we're going to put it back on noise canceling for the sound test. Okay. So then if we go back to the home screen, you have sound enhancement, which is basically your equalizer. Of course, as you can see, you got a graphic equalizer here. I have it turned off right now, but then you can go through. You do have some presets. You got bass plus, you got vocal, treble plus, you got dynamic, and then of course you got custom. If you tap on custom, then whatever your custom EQ setting is, you can go ahead and utilize that. That is my custom E setting, the V shape. I always found that always worked for me. Right now, for the audio test, we're going to turn off the EQ. Okay, so then if you go down, you also have find a headphone setting here. You go in, you can either emit a sound through the earbuds, or you can check for the location last location information on the earbuds, which is kind of cool because they don't have an in-ear detector. But I digress. They have that where it works out either way. So you have that. Then of course you have Just My Voice, which is is an awesome feature. So basically, if you're on a phone call with Just My Voice turned on, uh, your voice will be prominent. It will enhance, make it so that you're able to be heard much clearer than if you didn't have it on. It's a very good it's a very cool feature. That way, if you're in a crowded area, you can then people can still hear you then. But we're going to turn it off for now. Actually, I don't even know why I did that. We'll leave it on. Okay, so that's basically what that is a very good feature to have. All right, so now we done been through all those. Let's go ahead. Now we're down here to the settings button. So we go ahead and tap on settings. And here you've got a lot of stuff. You got your introduction. You got voice prompts. You go in. You can select your voice prompt language that you want. And then, of course, you got your headphone name here. You can go ahead and change it to whatever you would like, 16 characters or fewer. And of course, you can select the body color. Obviously, we have the silver one, so we go there. And of course, you got your actions. You can add a headphone, use other headphones, or find your headphones, which is what we have there. Then, of course, you got your system settings. You got auto power off. You tap on that. You can tell. Let's go in. You can say exactly how long you want your earbuds to stay on without activity before they shut off. I have mine set for 10 minutes. Basically, if that happens, you put them back in the case, and they turn back on. All right, you got the blinking LED, your Bluetooth LED light. That's for connecting. That is there. Let me see if we can catch it. See that beep there? That blink there? That's the LED. That's your connecting Bluetooth light. So you can turn that off and on. I just leave it on. That way, if I come back, I know that I'm connected, and if I need to put them back in the air inside the case to get them restarted. All right, then you got your connect section, your connection mode. Again, like previous, I guess your previous earbuds or anything like that. Certain earbuds have this. You can prioritize sound or connectivity. I got prioritized sound on this one because I'm running AAC on this phone, so it would work for me. I do not have LDAC, so I don't turn on this feature here. And of course, if you're running SBC, you can go ahead and select that option for connectivity. All right, moving on for there. And then of course you got your suppression of sound mode area. Here I have a suppressed sound delay. It reduces, I guess it's like for like if you're watching videos, the latency between the sound and the audio is reduced very much. I mean, you can't really tell the difference when using these earbuds when you go to that option here. Automatic will just basically switch you in between them depending on what you're doing. Suppress and the interruption of the sound. It reduces interruption like ambient, like sound around you. It will give you a delay when you're looking at watching video, like a movie or something. It will give you the delay is greater, but the sound, your ambient sound will be lessened. All right, so there's a give and take there. All right, so if you move down, of course you got multi-point. I have that turned on, obviously, so I can use the earbuds with two different devices. Forgive me for the phone positioning. That was my fault there. All right, if you move down to the operations and sounds, you can customize your settings as far as your touch controls. This is for general use. You got your left and right earbuds. You got single tap, double tap, triple tap, tap and hold options there. And then of course, if you switch over to the telephone mode, you've got single tap, tap and hold to actually reject the call. And then of course, you can go ahead and when you're in the call, you can double tap the right will mute it, double tap the left will turn down the volume, Triple tap will turn up the volume, and on the right it will put it in noise reduction feature, or so that way they can hear you better. So that's it for that one. Then of course, you go down. You got touch sensor noise canceling settings. Now we've already been. This basically will allow you to which ones you want to cycle through. Either noise canceling, ambient sound, or off. I just have the two set up for noise canceling and ambient sound, so that way I'm not cycling through three things to get to where I want to go. You got your touch sensor. Your ambient sound modes. Again, this is the same thing we I showed you this earlier, where you can switch between transparency and attention. Then of course you got optimized noise canceling. This will You can have this maxed out, or you can turn it down little, but it will reboot your device and everything else to take effect. So we're just going to go ahead and leave it as I have it. So it adjusts to a position with the least noise. All right, and then of course you've got voice assistant here to use. I have mine set to what's on the smartphone because it has Alexa built in. And then of course, if you're not using Alexa, you're using like Siri or Google Assistant, then you want to go ahead, or even Bixby for that matter, you want to go ahead and use this select voice assistant on your phone, or you can just turn it off and not have to worry about a voice assistant at all. The choice is yours. All right, and you keep moving down. We got maintenance. You got a website. You can go for maintenance tips. You get maintenance notifications for some like software updates and everything like that. I turn that on, so I'm notified. Of course, then you have your help section. You can go website for help, hints for use, headphone information about the application, contact your customer service if you need to. This is a very detailed, very packed app for the AZ60s, but that is basically all there is to it right now. I really do like this app. I just wish they had like a black theme. That's all. But I digress. All right. So what we're going to do is right next, we're going to go ahead and go through the mic test for these two earbuds. So stay strapped in.
This is a mic test with the Beyerdynamics Free BYRDs in a semi-quiet location. This is a mic test with the Beyerdynamic Free BYRDs in a semi-quiet location. This is a mic test with the Beyerdynamic Free BYRDs in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Beyerdynamic Free BYRDs in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Technics EAH-AZ60 in a semi-quiet environment. This is a mic test with the Technics EAH-AZ60s in a semi-quiet environment. This is a mic test with the Technics EAH-AZ60s in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Technics EAH-AZ60s in a crowded location.
All right, we're back in, and we've got the XM4s already paired up. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the sound test. All right, we're going to go ahead and put these in, and let's get to it. All right, let's go ahead and pull up. You know what? We're going to go with Private Eyes. Better sound, nice sound stage. All right, make sure we're at max volume. We are. Here we go. Good volume. They get very loud. Okay. Sounding good. Very clear vocals. Soundstage is nice. Separation is great. Bass is a little bit back recessed, but okay. They are very vocal and treble oriented. There's treble in there. That's all pushed up to the front. The bass is recessed a little in this genre, but you can definitely tell the difference. However, the vocals are crisp. You got good separation when it comes to the instruments. Nice spatial audio, so you feel music over here happening. You feel instruments over this side and instruments on your right. So you got that good spatial orientation, spatial audio orientation there. So it sounds like you're in in the studio with them, and it just sounds really clean. But I can't say it's a balanced sound because basically it's not. Honestly, the treble is pushed up, the bass is set back, but it's a good sound. It's a good clean sound. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to do Godzilla from Eminem. All right, so here we go. Now this is a good sound. Again, the vocals are clean, crisp, clear. The bass is there, but it's recessed. Vocals, treble, pushed up. It's a good sound though. The volume overall sound is good. Okay. Again, the bass is recessed. Vocals and treble is pushed up. Although the vocals are clear and crisp, uh, the sound is clean, but you recess your bass, and it throws off this type of song because this is a bass heavy bass song. So having your bass recessed kind of throws the song off. In my opinion, I'm not an audiophile, but that's my opinion when it comes to listening to these earbuds with no EQ help whatsoever. But I do like doing videos like this so we can point that out. Obviously, everybody's hearing is different. What people like is different. That's why I don't incorporate the EQ settings when I do these videos. Because if we start at 0, then you can know where you stand at 0, and then you can make adjustments moving forward from there. All right, so what we're going to do, sorry to go on that little rant there, but what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and switch these out, and then we're going to go and have the Freebirds do a run at the sound test. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. We got the Freebirds already paired up, so let's go ahead and jump into the sound test. All right, first up is Hall & Oates. So here we make sure we're at max volume. We are. So here we go. Very loud. Again. I'm getting a balanced sound. Vocal clarity is fantastic. Very nice. Spatial sound. So very nice. Instrument separation is fantastic. Okay. All right. It has a balanced sound to it. Um Everything's up front. There's nothing recessed when it comes to these earbuds. Everything's balanced. They get great volume. Overall sound is great. And on top of that, the clarity of the vocals is great. These are just a great set of earbuds. Very, like I said, vocals are clarity is great. You get great sound separation, great spatial audio. It's just great. They really, as far as audio goes, they've really their first time out, they've really done it with these ones. So what we're gonna do, and that was in that genre. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna switch over to uh Godzilla. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, and here we go. Now that's how the bass should sound in a bass heavy song like this. It should be aggressive and getting you. Again, combine that with the crystal clear vocals and the clear sound, and man, let me get some of this chorus. Man, this sounds fantastic. Very nice. This just a great sound. This is how, like I said, this is how the bass heavy song should sound. That bass should be aggressive and getting at you. Uh, it, it's just a great sound, overall sound. Um, Balanced all the way through. Despite it being a bass heavy song, the vocals were still crystal clear. They didn't lose anything, and nothing sounded distorted. Not to take away anything from the techniques, nothing was distorted there either. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and uh, get this cleaned up, and then I'm gonna come back with my final thoughts. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in with my final thoughts, and it has been a very interesting battle between the Technics EAH-AZ60s and the uh, Beyerdynamic Free BYRDs. Let's go ahead and break it down. AZ60s. Let's back up and let's start this over again. All right, so let's talk about as far as sound goes. I would definitely overall sound. I'd say it's even. Overall volume, let's put it that way, is even. They both get very loud. However, overall sound, I will have to give it to the Freebirds. Their vocals are very crystal clear and crisp, just like the AZ60s. However, the bass, everything's balanced. Bass, vocals, treble, everything's balanced on the Freebirds, whereas on the AZ60s, it's more the bass is more recessed, giving the vocals and treble the forefront. Again, this is natural sound. This is not without. This is without any EQ settings whatsoever. So obviously, you can take that into consideration with my findings here, and of course, you can adjust it with an EQ if need be. All right. So that being said, as we move into one goes to the Beyerdynamics, Freebirds, so they win that one. As far as features go, I would have to call it kind of. I have to call it kind of even, because they have the same water resistance, the IPX4. Neither of them do have fast pairing. They both have Alexa built in. The only thing that would separate them is the fact that The AZ60s has multi-point pairing, actual multi-point pairing. The Freebirds have a switching feature. It's not multi-point pairing, but it's a quick switching feature. They call it a handoff feature, rather, would say that a quick handoff feature between two paired devices. It's not multi-point, but I think as like the step down. So I will give that to the AZ60s. However, the Freebirds do support wireless charging, which the AZ60's case does not. The AZ60 does have a graphic equalizer, whereas the Freebirds do not. Excuse me, the Freebird app does not. And however, then when you take in the battery life, you get better battery out of the Freebirds than you do out of the AZ60. So there's a lot that a lot of things that kind of cancel each other out. And then when we come back ultimately to it, it comes right back to the sound of these two. And with that being said, I will have to go with the Freebirds on this. It's got a better balanced sound, like I said before, and it's just a phenomenal pair of earbuds. For their first time out, Beyerdynamic has really hit the ground running with these guys. So not to take away from my AZ60s, again, they are still in my rotation. I love the fact that they have the multi-point pairing. They're one of the ones that get a lot of additional play because of the multi-point function. It works more in my workflow than some of the other ones that I have. But I take none away from that. Like I said, at that price point that they came out with, they should have had wireless charging at the minimal on these earbuds. Not to mention the in-ear detecting sensor and everything. But I do. But again, I will have to go with the Beyerdynamic Freebirds in this battle. Again, thanks for coming out and seeing and checking out your boy. I got more videos coming up. I got other contestants in this Gauntlet challenge for the Freebirds that are lined up, ready to go. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button here on the page. And if you want to subscribe so you be a part of the team, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell. That way you can be notified when other videos in this Gauntlet series, as well as everything else I got going on, drops. So once again, I'd like to thank you guys for coming out, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.